The biggest party of this summer is over.
Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It's very late. You know the score. It's time to review it. We've did all the reactions. It's time now to put it all together. The night 2 review is here, which means we have to go to the beginning of the night. Where we began with Triple H.
It's the COO. It's Triple H. It's this guy.
Michael Cole. They're all putting him over. Oh, Triple H, big nose this, big nose this. And which you've got Triple H saying that this is the biggest Summerslam of all time. Biggest party of the summer. That's kind of always been the slogan, so that doesn't really bother me. But Triple H calls it the biggest SummerSlam of all time. Well, was it, guys? Did this live up to the hype? Just a generic promo. I feel like Triple H, he does it like. See, when they do like a big five, because you have to fire Money in the Bank in. See, when they do one of these pay-per-views, man, Triple H just has to stick his nose out there and take credit for everything. It's like McMahon never did. It was only until like the later years where McMahon would come out and the crowd would like bow down to him because like it had been decades of like greatness for McMahon. You know what I mean? And to me that makes total sense. But this right here, right now, no, Triple H, man, it's pathetic. But then we have our first match. Rhea Ripley, this is my brutality. She comes out, Triple H walks past her, out comes Io Sky. Then we get Naomi. I talked about this earlier in the reaction to it, but we had Naomi being sung down to the ring by her dad. Now, I thought since Tiffany Stratton won, you might have got a switch here, but then Naomi won the belt not too long ago. They tried to replicate the match that they done at Mania with Bianca Belair, but you added Naomi. Bianca Belair's a better worker than Naomi for me, but Naomi's much better character, so match wasn't quite as good. At least there was no botches on the scale of what there was in the Mania match, broken bones and all that. You don't want to see that in your pro wrestling, but Naomi walks out with the championship. Can't really sit here and say that I'm honestly surprised about that, because at the end of the day, she's held the belt just about a month, over a month. Not a long time, and I look what's next for Naomi. She is the Raw champion. I don't really know what is going to be next for Naomi. We'll have to wait and see. But she'll probably lose the title about what Survivor Series, because people just tend to hold on to titles for forever now, man. Absolutely forever. They never seem to get a short title in these days, man. It's just very, very bland in that regard. But the match was alright. But I remember watching SummerSlams as a kid, and I used to kick off with like Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio, and this couldn't fucking lace that boots, man. Anyway, let's move on to the second match, TLC. Funny enough, the Dudleys were at ringside for this, and they watched a match that had a lot of spots, right? Was this match fun? Yeah, it was alright. But these guys in this match just do not feel mainstream. They never will. This is just 12 jobbers doing spots with Michael Cole reading scripted lines with a camera panning to him. Nothing more, nothing less. I actually preferred the one on SmackDown a couple months ago. Fair play to the guys, putting their careers on the line. These TLC matches, they're always brutal. But for me, it just feels like they're forcing spots for the sake of it. Like, you see them lining them up. I prefer that when they actually just felt authentic, and this didn't feel it. Well, it's 60, and they win in the end, sorry, but the match has some decent spots. You've got like a Spanish fly through the table. You've got Candice LeRae going through a ladder, right? You've got some other high-flying spots. Oh, DIY crash through 4 tables. Tommaso Ciampa's doing pull-ups on the thing that holds the belts. But not the reality is, folks, you've got the Dudleys, you've got the Hardys in the front row, and the matches they had back in the day, we remember them 25 years later. No one is even going to remember this match happened next week. It's like, look at the TLC match, right, that happened a couple of months ago. I can only really remember the one spot, which was the spear off the ladder through the table, right? And that's a couple of months ago. See, in a year, 5 years from now, is anyone going to remember anything for these matches? No, they're not. They tried to replicate the originals where they brought out, Spike, Lita and Rhino. They did that here again with 3 women. B-Fab, Candice LeRae, and Nikki Cross. I mean, what a fall for grace that is, but the Wyatt 6 win. The crowd were into it, but they weren't into the Wyatt 6 winning. I don't think anyone's into the Wyatt 6 winning, if we're being honest about it. But, yeah, just a tragic state of affairs. But, I mean, a decent match, but I'm sick of them pretending, gaslighting us, that these TLC matches are on par with the ones in the past. They're fucking no. I mean, the TLC matches in the past had some of the great, in my opinion, the greatest tag teams of all time in them. These ones are having 12 jobbers that belong on the indies. So, what can you really do? We then get a couple of shots of the crowd. Oh, we've got Jelly rolling tonight. Oh, we've got a platinum artist. We've got a guy that plays for the New York Giants, the quarterback. Don't really care. Right, up next, Becky Lynch versus Lia Valkyria. This match lasted too long, right? And when a match lasts too long, see when the crowd start doing Mexican waves during it, and they get bored, and when a section of the crowd fucks up and they start booing that's when a match has went too long, man. No need whatsoever for this match to go as long as it did, but for whatever reason, it did. Some alright spots in this. Oh, Sip Tide, Fire Extinguisher, oh, Crowbar. It just went on and on and on. It's a mid-card belt, right, between 2 women in a feud that's been done to death already at this stage. How long does it need? This match should have went about 12 minutes. Instead, it went about 32 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating, man. See, if I logged in, I don't have an account, but if I went into Wikipedia, I'm willing to bet big money this match was over half an hour, man. They just didn't want it at the end. They just did not want it to end. Anyway, it does end. Becky wins after Bayley gets involved and costs Lyra. Oh my god, imagine. Didn't see that coming, guys. Oh no. Bayley just being like a bad smell. What's the stipulation? I think if Lyra lost, she will never be able to challenge for the belt as long as Becky's champion. Oh no. Don't know if I can take that, guys. That seems a bit extreme. Anyway, up next we have got Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. Right? This match was just so slow, so boring. I mean, it's going to be boring when the promo package near puts me to sleep, and then Jacob Fatu comes out wearing this chest protector with a werewolf's face on it. Then he's wearing a werewolf mask. Honestly, man, I remember back in the good old days, D'Lo Brown came out with a chest protector and he used it as a weapon, and his frog splash had 100% damage on it. This match was just slow, boring, and lethargic, man. Crap. What is it with Night 2 and them just putting all these gimmick matches on? The main event's a street fight. You've got a steel cage match. You've got a TLC match, and then you've got, I can't even remember what Becky and Lyra was, but the fact of the matter is this: it was some format no DQ match. Just too much shite, if you ask me. Far too much shite. And in this match, what happens is, right, the MFT Mongols run down. Honestly, Jeff Cobb, some big lanky retard, and one half of the McMongo brothers. Then out comes Jimmy Uso, hits a couple of drop kicks. The ones that aren't getting hit with drop kicks just awkwardly linger, man. It just looks crap. Why are all these guys even employed? Just a bunch of jobber Samoans, man. I'm sick of it. I'm actually. I mean, the MFTs. My family tree. After this, Soul tries to get it, and then Jacob Fatu's like, no, close the door, because I need to punish him. I need to do him. And then he runs into a Samoan Spike, and Jacob Fatu kicked it. There's then a spot with the handcuffs, right? Where Jacob Fatu gets handcuffed, but to me that's just so similar to the zip tie in the previous match with Lia Valkyria. I don't know, man. Whoever produces these shows and comes up with the order is plain retarded. Why would you have so many gimmick matches on night 2 but not have one on night 1? To me, that doesn't make any sense, man. You need to split it up. There was no need for a steel cage in 2 like street fight matches and a TLC match on night 2, but then on night 1, there's none of that. I'm baffled. I'm baffled, but when Alatonga hits the cage against Jacob Fatu's dome, Solo Sikoa exits, and he is still the United States champion. Up next, I'll tell you what happened for free. He did a moonsault off the top, man. No sells it. Fuck Jacob Fatu. It's just another guy who doesn't understand the business. Up next, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. This match just didn't do it for me. I mean, yeah, the ending. Oh, they're trying to be cute. Look, there's so many ties into Eddie. The attire, the car, the lying and the cheating. Like I said in the actual reaction feed, right? Eddie Guerrero's been dead for 20 years. Do we really need to leech on to Eddie Guerrero here?
Yep.
You know what I mean? These are the same people that bashed him when they leeched on, when they used his death, like, immediately after his death, to, like, push Ray and put him in a feud with Randy Orton. No, he's not up there. Eddie's down there. You know what I mean? But that actually gets heat. See this stuff 20 years later? What's this actually do for anybody, man? Dominic wins, his boot comes off. Oh, look, after the match, they showed a replay that he was the one that actually untied his boot. Well done. Well done to you, sir. Dom wins. I don't really see much point of this feud continuing. Would I be surprised if they have a match at Clash in Paris, or is in Paris? Probably not, but that leaves us for the main event. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. You haven't seen nothing yet. That's what Triple H told us yesterday. Cody Rhodes makes his entrance. There was like some AI Dusty Rhodes promo. It's like, I made that 10 years ago, but I'm the grandson of a plumber. My boy is going to defeat John Cena tonight and become a 2-time WWE champion. Yeah, give me the Sutherland Jezebel. Give me the polka dot player. He comes out. John Cena comes out. It was all blacked out, but then as we face entrance happens, we get a match, right? See this match? It went about 40 minutes, didn't it?
Goodness gracious.
Right, I thought the match was good. Definitely one of Cena's better matches since he returned. Like, definitely one of his better matches of like the last decade, I'd say as well. But the problem for me is it's just it's the false finishing, it's the kickouts, it's everything, man. It is so tragic because it just kills the business even more, man. I know it's a big match. 17 John Cena Summerslam main event street fight. But is there any need of Cody Rhodes kicking out of about 7 AAs in this match? AAs off the top rope, kicking out. Cena's kicking out of like 4 crossroads, some through tables, man. It's ridiculous. Is what it is. You know, there's just a lot. I mean, how many attitude adjustments, or, you know, if we were around in the ruthless aggression era, FUs, how many did he actually hit on Cody Rhodes tonight and he couldn't beat him?
One
It's ridiculous.
It used to be called a finishing
But what,
move.
at WrestleMania,
If you kicked out of that,
what beat him
it
was Travis Scott
very rare.
and his wee bloody skinny arms. That was too much. I just don't understand it, man. Do not understand it for the life of me. But like I said, I thought the match was decent, but it was overbooked. It was overdone. There were far too many spots that they just did not need to do, but they went ahead anyway and done them. Cody wins. That's seen as, it's sad because as shit as this year is in wrestling, make no mistake about it, it gets worse every year. It's sad because John Cena's never won the world title again. He's got 4 months left. That was it. That was your whack. The heel turn's over. What a shite end to the heel turn, by the way. What a shite face turn. But he's lost the belt here. Cody and him hug. The crowd appreciates Cena. Here comes the pain. Down. And immediately, I awake. I'm like, holy fuck, Brock Lesnar's back, right? Because Brock Lesnar is a star, right? A mega star. He's truly one of a kind. He's the beast incarnate, the alpha male of our species. Here comes the pain, whatever you want to say, alright? This guy looks the part, is the part, jacked, wearing the cowboy hat, got a beard. You know, he's looking old, but he's looking grizzled. He just looks like he's a beast, man. I mean, they don't use those words to describe him for no reason. I've seen you look at Brock Lesnar and you look at somebody like fucking Johnny Gargano on the same show. It makes me sick. Brock Lesnar's a reason to tune into Raw if he's going to be on it. See, on Friday, he's a reason to tune into SmackDown. Hopefully they get it right. Yeah, F5 Cena. I mean, it's very repetitive, I guess you could say, of like 2021 when he returned and did the exact same thing. But yeah, give me Brock Lesnar versus John Cena one more time, and I'll tune in to watch it. Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. That will do it for SummerSlam review. I will give this one a fortnight too. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. I mean, I thought Brock Lesnar returns great. The main event was decent, but way overdone. And there was just the rest of the matches, to be honest, folks, were boring and tragic. The opener was alright, but the other ones, man, brutal.